Howdy, and welcome to the park. I'm at US 3005, the Eisenhower State Park. It's on Lake Texoma, which is on the border between Texas and Oklahoma. Let's get my station set up on the table, get a wire in the air, and see what we can do about an activation. So here's what I brought today. I'm going to operate with the Yaesu FT-891. That's an HF radio. I'm going to put on power that with a Bienno 20 amp hour battery. 20 amp hour battery is a little bit overkill for what I'm doing today, but it's what I had in the car and it was charged. I think that's 20 feet of RG-316 from ABR Industries. I'm going to use a 20 meter in-fed half wave, which is just a simple wire and a 49-to-1 transformer from Sparkplugs. Over on the right, you see pens and pencils, my log. I got my key, BamaKey TP-III. On the left, I have a POTA 30, which is from Gigaparts, and I'm trying a new mount process. That's an Amazon find over on the left. Alsonic. Ordered it from Amazon. It comes from China, so you have to wait like 40 years to get it. But we're going to see how it works. It was recommended to me by a guy named Paul. His YouTube channel is Prep Ham Paul. Paul, go give him a look. I met him over at Ray Roberts State Park. We just bounced across each other in an activation, and that's what he was using, and I thought it looked pretty cool, so I thought I'd give it a try. So let's get all this put together and see what we can do with it. I think I'll put this second foot kind of facing back down the hill or in the direction that I'm going to be pulling it, maybe. It just drops in. I'm gonna wire real quick. These POTA series Masts from Gigaparts are really convenient. I like them. I actually got it because I just wanted to see how they worked. I got the 20, and I like the 20, so I went up a little higher with the 30. What's good about the 30, or why I wanted to go ahead and do the 30 as well, is that with a 20 meter in-fed half wave, it'll get it just about vertical. And with my 29 foot random wire, which I think it is, my random wire antenna, it will get it vertical. And that lowers the gain. So I get a little bit better skip rather than getting it into section, which is often what happens when you put an antenna too close to the ground. This is a carbon fiber mast, and I have noticed that you do get a little SWR if your wire is wrapped around it up there at the tip, which happens a little bit if you don't really pay attention to what you're doing when you put it up. Because carbon is conductive. And this thing wants to just fall over. I'm afraid this might not be a solution in the wind. It is a pretty neat, pretty unique, but it might not be the best idea for me if I'm going to be going into the wind. So if I'm going to pull that direction, maybe I'll go like that. I've got a little too much antenna up. Maybe that'll work. Get my feed line. This is my first time using it, so it is. What you're seeing is as it happens, real life, and a lot of this stuff, especially portable operating, it's all about the experimenting. Got my little spark plug here, little 49-to-1 transformer. I initially bought them because they're just novel, they're interesting, and I have an Elmer that used one, and it looked like just such a little small thing just to keep in your pocket or to put in a little pouch rather than a little small box. It's just kind of naked like this, and it turns out it's actually not only very convenient, but it is a very effective transformer. And this is really all you need for portable radio. I need a radio, I need a battery, I need a feed line, I need a wire. and I need some way to communicate. I need my key, which I choose to use. You may use a microphone. That's really all you need. I had lots of people come in and talk to me at the field day and asking about portable radio, and this is really all you need. It doesn't have to be that complicated. You don't have to have every gadget on the planet to make it work. Though me personally, I tend to chase the gadgets a little more than I probably should. Let's get out to date now. I'll get this radio set over for CW. We had it on sideband, so I'll move this over to CW. I push and hold the band button, move that to CW, and I'm there. I just need to get pushed fast so it's a little faster, get down there to where I belong. And I'll change my power setting a little bit. So that push and hold this function button, it'll bring me to HF power, which is 16.3. So HF power, 85 watts is a little more than I want to do. 1, 2, 3. There it is. So you push that to select it. I didn't do that, sorry about that. Let's roll it back to 20 watts, which is more than enough usually for sideband unless there's really something unusual in the atmosphere. So I just push this C button, it doesn't matter. You push any other button to get back with it. Another setting I like is I like my width close to me. That is a little narrow. Usually around 400 is where I start. We'll turn that up so a little bit, turn my RF gain up, and push it again to get out of it. But if I leave it like that and then push another button to get out, see where that width is selected? That means if I turn this function knob, I'm turning that property. So that's my filter that narrows and opens up. I usually like to start at around 400. So 14045 doesn't sound like a bad place. And I will get my log set up. So I go to Polo. I choose new operation. I skip that update now thing. Go to POTA for field day, parks on the air. And there's Eisenhower State Park. Head back, go to QSOs. I go right into that little block right there for frequency, and let's change this to 14045. My mode is CW. Oops. Yeah, 14045. And the way we spot is this second little row here. I just push self-spotting and it brings up this menu. It's got my 14045, which is where I am. It says QRV, which means I am ready, but I still want to put CW in the comment block. That way I know that it'll pick up. And let's give them one more QRL and a listen. Well, I'm sorry about that. One more QRL and a listen, and make sure you got good, that you can actually see. Hard in the sunshine. I'm sorry about this. I might try and edit this out, I might not. Okay. Go and spot, so I should be spotted there. Didn't have anything on my 27th. So 127. 25. Oop, that's my club call. Florida. Field day. Sorry how this is hitting the table like that. Florida. Notice I quit logging. Got it. Okay. All right, so not bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in that first, I don't want to call it a pile up, but that first run. So let's give it a few more and kind of see how the day works for us. I just can't get comfortable with this camera right now for some reason. You notice I was giving the club call there at the beginning a couple of times. Anybody else out there? Let's give them a few more shouts. I'm trying to get comfortable with this camera. Let me flip over here and see how it's looking. Yeah, I think that's a decent angle, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Put the beacon on, see if I can get caught up a little bit. Got him in, we got him in AE5X. K0AV. I try and do this while I'm going because it gives a little better time. A little more accurate time. And tease it. Okay, so I got that wrong. Yeah, hard. Okay, it does have a C on it. There it is. Wisconsin. And there it is. Ah. Ah, thank you. I might know him. I don't recognize the call sign. Michigan. I got lost. Okay. Another Idaho. Anybody else out there? Where is he? Florida. Oh, he gave up and left. I think I will try and call it here. Had a good activation. Let me call QRT, get off the air, say thanks. Thanks for respecting that. Okay, that was a bigger activation than I anticipated. So there's more people out here day after field day, getting some day after field day blues in. So let's see what we got here. That guy was a no log. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think that was 23. 23, yeah, 23 on the back page. So that's not bad. That's not a big day's work, and it's not a big activation, but it's not a bad activation for me. 23. I do like to log while I'm doing it, and the reason why is it gives real time on there. And you notice I don't write down anything here because it's not required for POTA, but it is required for me, so I know how long it took to do what I was doing, so I can tell myself, or at least make some assumptions about what 20 hours means, and what this 20-meter infed half wave running vertical off of this POTA mast means, and whatever's going on in the atmosphere means to me. But it's not necessary, and I wasn't able to do it. I just did not have my groove on. Field day kind of unsettled me, using the club call and using a different protocol. So I am not that good a Morse code operator, and I am definitely not a SME on it, so I lack some flexibility. I do appreciate you coming out. I enjoy this every time. It's a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the park next time. 7-3.